no children out of wedlock. You got a picture of his daughter? I'm a dirtbag.
Oh no. He taking it that way, huh?
There was the live stream between Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels. And the episode was called The Act Right Demonstration. It got so bad that Corey Holcomb removed Anton Daniels from the thumbnail and from the title of the show.
That's tough.
And after this particular debacle, we all saw what happened. Anton Daniels went on almost like a crusade. He calls into other people's channels, basically talking about how broke Corey Holcomb was, talking about how he would have whooped Corey Holcomb's ass. And he even said some real interesting things.
Jesus Christ, bro.
This man is still talking.
You, bro.
No, you're not.
I'm going to make $1 million off of Corey alone.
Doubt it.
Because I know the money game.
What is that floating in the background? Y'all see that though?
And Corey broke.
So he's saying that he's going to make $1 million off of Corey Holcomb.
I thought this was a Christian man. You know what I'm saying?
Now, for this whole week, Corey Holcomb wasn't
care a lot about that money, huh?
Wasn't responding on Instagram.
When all a nigga can resort to is money, bro, that shows volumes about that nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? It speaks a lot about that nigga.
For this whole week, Corey Holcomb wasn't responding at all. Wasn't responding on Instagram. Corey Holcomb actually, according to him, was in Las Vegas. And so now what Anton Daniels is doing is picking a fight with one of the most legendary, ruthless, grassroots comics in the history of Black America. And this is exactly what Corey Holcomb is. And Anton Daniels seemed to have a lot of momentum simply because Corey Holcomb just hadn't addressed it. And he was cashing in on it. Again, he was talking about he was going to try to make $1 million. And to be honest, a lot of us made a lot of money off of this situation.
He's right,
But again, Corey Holcomb would stay true to form, showing up to his show, and the name of the show was Ugly Men Equals. And in this show, he refused to call Anton Daniels Anton. He called him throughout the show Futon.
Woo! Futon.
He would start by insulting Anton Daniels' looks.
Boy, you use your paper to fuck you would normally never be around. You an ugly ass boy. You an ugly ass boy. You brag on having no children out of wedlock. You got a picture of his daughter? I'm a dirtbag. You got a picture of his daughter?
That nigga got a picture.
This brag on not having no children out of wedlock.
Damn.
And then Corey Holcomb would go a lot further and attack, well...
This man said he ain't got no children out of wedlock.
That's Cool Mo daughter.
That's who?
Not Cool Mo D, Cool Mo daughter.
That's the air up there, nigga. Look, nigga, let me tell you
downtown.
something. Don't make no more kids. That gonna be buying like you after a while. If you don't know, don't ever brag on no mother what you ain't got. Don't nobody want no kids with you. Don't nobody want no kids with you. Your prime years, you was a scammer. You was doing scams. Now that you older and found a way to manipulate, get dude off the screen. Get dude off the screen, man. That's
Why he so concerned with
I'm the captain.
with no one wanting children with him? Like he wouldn't have none.
Now, look at it. Hey, look.
That hat is ass. Niggas still rocking that shit at 26. Boy, no.
Let me tell you something. Don't make no more daughters, dog. You got to make it where your come out with a boy so he can make excuses for him. But you ain't got no kids out of wedlock because ain't no just fucking with you. He was on the internet bragging, I always got a bad with me. No, you pay a bitch to be with you. You ain't no who got bitches.
After going after the daughter, he would then go after Anton Daniels' wife.
What made him want to say this though?
She looked like she'll be like, fuck it, I'll be with this little baby. You ain't got to be worried about that temper tantrums and all that shit like that. Come with a real. If y'all in Detroit, it's real in Detroit. God damn it. They could come pick you up at his house. He ain't gonna do shit. You with a mark ass who's stressing you out. Cause you saw it. I know you saw it, ma'am. When I said to your husband, I'm gonna do it in slow motion a little bit. Say I struck again. Let your whole family down and out. Y'all done. You will never live that moment down where he got punked in front of the nation. You think you supposed to fix it because you married to him. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I can't put you out front with my top 5, but I'll find you a slot just because you his wife. Come with a real. You know you can't stay with that. His best years are over. What if you'd have had a boy? God damn, you'd have had a little slouchy little boy. You had a daughter, at least somebody would smash you. It's them nights when them other ain't answering the phone, they gonna call your daughter. Meanwhile, you could be over here with me, God damn it.
Now, for the sake of the daughter,
I don't know. I feel like that's kind of like a lame take, lame insult. I ain't gonna lie.
we have blurred her face out. The wife, I didn't even want to show the clip. I've spoken to his wife before.
Bro, we gotta see what she looked like, bro. That nigga O'Shea try to Anton Daniels' wife. Oh no! Hold on. Hold on. What is that? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, he was a little young. He was a little young shorty. A little light skin, little baby. Abuse. Oh no! Oh no!
Very nice family. Again, I don't agree with Anton Daniels ideologically, but his wife is very nice. Has always been very nice to me. I have no problem with her. She doesn't cause any troubles. She doesn't do
O'Shea wants no smoke.
anything to people. She's a very nice lady. She stays out of problems. With Corey Holcomb, this is, I would say, unfortunate. And the reason why it is unfortunate for me is because, yes, Anton Daniels did egg it on. And as Anton Daniels has said himself, when you respond, you can't decide how somebody is going to take it. All right. Now, when you're going around egging on, and continuing to egg it on,
Bro, didn't Corey say he kissed white ass though, bro? Like, bro, that's reciprocating the energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's matching energy, bro. I feel like this nigga Corey really crashed out in one of the fight because he told him he kissed white ass, and Anton in response says, "You suck black dick." Say I suck dick again. And Anton he ain't necessarily get put. He offered to go outside and run the fade now. It ain't like he ain't offered to run the fade though.
on people's
He did get up and say we could go outside in the backyard though.
Forms to egg it on. Yes, Anton is not gonna come after nobody's family. Okay. But who's to say that somebody wouldn't? I thought this wasn't a really good look for Corey Holcomb, and I like Corey Holcomb's show. I'm just giving.
Yeah, come fuck with me, Ted. You need to come fuck with me. No, she ain't finna go fuck with you. You over here talk about the kid, nigga. I feel like that's a L take, honestly. I ain't gonna lie though.
My own opinion. I felt that Anton Daniels had so many gaps that Corey could deal with that he just didn't need to go there. Especially because this young lady is
young. Young. She older than this nigga.
Not 18, right?
Hold on,
Because
wait.
this young lady is not 18, right? The wife
Wait.
that he just didn't need to go there, especially because this young lady is not 18, right? The wife still a little bit, I wouldn't do it.
Nigga,
But
what are you talking about 18 for, bro? Oh no. Oh, say, don't get caught slipping, brother. What is you? Why niggas? Every time I be watching these Predator videos, they always say, "Oh, she told me she was 18." Niggas go for the lowest number possible. The lowest number
Not
possible.
same metaphor, it's different. We know what AK.
Nigga, what? Not the same metaphor is different. Well, I don't know. I don't know what you talking about, brother, man. Brother, man, appreciate the support though, man.
And that's somebody's wife, not somebody that's underage.
Talking about his daughter, she's 17. Oh, the daughter's 17.
Right? The wife still a little bit, I wouldn't do it. But again, that's somebody's.
Hold on, let me back up.
Didn't need to go there, especially because this young lady is not 18, right?
Okay, yeah. So he talk about the daughter. Okay.
The wife.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. I just feel like that's an L.
Still a little bit.
Cause of all things you could probably say about a nigga, you gotta go for the shorty out here. You need to come fuck with me. That nigga ain't. Hey, you need to go find a real nigga. Nigga, what? That's like, bro. That's like easy. That's like an easy comeback, bro. That's like easy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Not 18, right? The wife. Still a little bit. I wouldn't do it. But again, that's somebody's wife, not somebody that's underage. And again, I think that, like I said, he might not think it's a bad look. In this particular case, going after the daughter who was 16 or 17.
Yeah, some Charles the White shit.
Bad look, right? I got to call it like I see it. However, I am going to say this. I've supported both of these men. I have a lot of 5150 merch. You guys see I rock it on my channel. I love the silly ass shirts that Corey be making. But I got to talk about a conversation I had with Anton some time back. I called Anton Daniels.
Oh no!
About 3 years ago, I was actually in Kenya. It was around the same time that Sinful to P passed away.
Sinful to
Anton
P.
Daniels
Okay.
was, he was on his way up. He wasn't as big as me at the time. I mean, obviously he is now. And I noticed that Anton Daniels was being very opulent with, some of his earnings, showing when he goes on business class. He was trying to couple that with being very polarizing. And that's what Anton Daniels has done to really spike up his subscribership, is being polarizing and being controversial, saying things that, in my opinion, it offends certain groups and it hurts people. And the reality is that I told him that, hey, listen, man, you're getting bigger. People know you. Yes, it is going to bring you, a lot of fame. But when you're on, going on these flights, you're going on business class, you're showing the world what you have. It's just going to make people hate you. And as a content creator, you could just stick to what the content is and leave everything else alone. Now, I'm not going to say that Corey Holcomb was perfect in the first show, but at the same time, what I will say is this, that Anton Daniels' behavior has made people hate him. And of course, it's fine to be hated when people are just coming after you. That's different when somebody starts to come after somebody in your family, when somebody starts to come after people that you love. And as content creators, we sometimes don't care about the people that our content may hurt. And it's a lot of things in the past that I would publicly say on my platform, but now that I'm 44, going on 45, I try to put myself in the shoes of somebody and say, how would I feel if I was that person's father? that I'm talking about. How would I feel if I was that person's brother? How would I feel if that was my daughter? You know, when I'm talking about, you know, certain women, how would I feel if that was my daughter or whatever, or she was my mom? And when you think about it in those ways, you can still be critical of something, but not go all the way. And the reality is Anton Daniels goes all the way all the time. And, you know, he says hurtful things all the time. And it's very unfortunate as to what happened to his wife and his daughter, and that Corey Holcomb went so hard. I mean, he really went extremely hard. And, you know, my heart goes out to both of these brothers, right? Because again, Corey Holcomb, you know, most
At the same time, bro, you know that you sign yourself up for that type of you sign yourself up for that, for people to talk about you and talk about the people around you and this, that, and the third, bro. You open yourself up to that, bro.
he really
At the same time, so it's like, you know,
went extremely hard. And, you know, my heart goes out to both of these brothers, right? Because again, Corey Holcomb, you know, most people can look at this and say, well, you know, Corey Holcomb don't have no heart, you know, and people can come back and say Corey Holcomb was offended and he was instigating with Corey Holcomb, so Corey took it there, which is largely true. I don't really see Corey do this to somebody's daughter or people in general. I just don't see this, but this was a very special case. And yes, Anton was egging him on. But what Anton Daniels says,
see, the unfortunate part about that is, though, your family don't ask for that, and that could really make them feel some type of way, though, you know, because you done got into something and now niggas talking crazy, you know, that could really make them feel some type of way. And although you may know how to handle it, you know, it may not affect you as much or at all, you know, but it could really affect them. And that's kind of the downfall about this, you know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, that happens to anybody that's famous, though. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's YouTube clout, you a big time celebrity, like you just open yourself up for that type of criticism, you know?
do this to somebody's daughter or people in general. I just don't.
You saying ass kiss is a different metaphor from dick sucking. Bro, I feel like that's an equal exchange, bro. I still feel like that's matching energies, bro. He told that man you kiss white ass and you suck black meat. It's the same type of energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the same type of energy, bro.
Corey do this to somebody's daughter.
If I say a nigga, if I tell him you kissing white ass and he tells me I'm sucking black meat, I'm not finna crash out and try to fight this nigga because of that, bro. We both talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Or people in general.
That just means you can't control your emotions, bro. This is not like real life. This is the internet. You know what I'm saying? Although it's real life, yeah, they was really face to face, but it's still y'all sat down to have a debate on a podcast, bro. Y'all sat down to have a debate on a podcast. Two grown 35-plus-year-old men. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all is here for business, to work, for content. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to fight so bad, y'all should have never linked up and tried to sit down and have a cordial conversation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should have just linked up and threw hands if that's what y'all wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's an equal exchange. I don't feel like that crash out was valid, bro. That nigga done too much, you know? And I also feel like this is an L take as well, with him coming for the wife and the daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could say a lot more other things to come at that man other than that. Like, that's like first grade level type of comebacks and roast type shit.
See Corey, people can come back and say Corey Holcomb was.
Would have been equal as if he said kissed ass of the black community. Nah, bro, I don't think it's that deep. Suck my dick only affects those that probably been essayed as a kid. That's funny.
Offended, and he was instigating with Corey Holcomb, so Corey took it there, which is largely true. I don't really see Corey do this to somebody who was offended, and he was instigating with Corey Holcomb, so Corey took it there, which is largely true. I don't really see Corey do this to somebody's daughter or people in general. I just don't see this, but this was a very special case. And yes, Anton was egging him on. But what Anton Daniels has done is the way he carries himself online, he's made people become targets that don't have nothing to do with his content. And that's the scary part, because it gets even worse. Like when you're out of the country, for example, let's say myself, I was on the plane going to Dubai, and the moment that I just landed, somebody knew me. Same thing, I go to South Africa. Same thing, I'm in Europe. You don't know who is rocking with you and who don't, okay?
Facts.
People are nasty online. There are YouTubers now that are getting murdered. People are doxing people. People are doxing their moms. And so everything you just can't come on here and say just for clout or just for views. And again, let me just say this. With Corey Holcomb, he's kind of been this way for like 10 to 15 years. And Anton Daniels may very well believe on what he's talking about, whether it's holding blacks accountable, white supremacy talking points that need to be rejected from blacks. He may obviously feel that way. But when it's to the point that, you know, you have a no holds barred towards people, like you don't respect their feelings, and, you know, people just dislike you, this is the result. Okay? This is the result.
I actually watched this video right here. This was the only video I ever watched of this nigga Anton Daniels, bro. Still ain't never in my life seen a Corey Holcomb video. I seen the nigga name pop up on O'Shea Duke other videos, but I ain't never watched nothing about him though. About Corey Holcomb though. I heard about Anton Daniels. I think this nigga was the nigga like popping up, doing like little reactions at the end of videos. Y'all know how people be popping up and be showing like a face or be saying something. I be doing the shit. I think that nigga was doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I watched this video right here. He was talking about real estate and shit.
People, like, you don't respect their feelings, and, you know, people just dislike you. This is the result. Okay? This is the result. And it's come to a head where he's gotten so big, and he's been rewarded for, you know, running this style of platform. And again, it's entertaining.
I still feel like Anton Daniels walked away as the bigger man though. Like, the nigga did get up. He offered to run the fade in the backyard. Corey didn't even stand up out his chair or nothing. And Anton walked up out of there as the bigger man and let that shit be. After it got too far, like, you know what I'm saying? That nigga was trying to fight over an equal exchange of words, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he the one said kiss ass first. You know what I'm saying? When Corey the one that said kiss ass first. Like, I just feel like Bryant Montgomery, appreciate the sub, bro. I just feel like that's not me saying I agree with Anton Daniels' point of view on things. I'm just saying in general. You know, I feel like he walked away as the bigger man.
He's been rewarded.
And all O'Shea Duke been saying is how Anton Daniels is doing bad, and now he want to say something about Corey doing bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Anton walked away as the bigger man, bro.
So, and it's come to a head where he's gotten so big, and he's been rewarded for, you know, running this style of platform. And again, it's entertaining depending on who you see, but it's not entertaining when it's your daughter that they're talking about. It's not entertaining when it's your wife that somebody's coming about. And it was so bad what Corey was doing. I mean, I seen Craig make a little bit of a joke. He called the daughter Cool Modia or whatever. But once Corey started really going in, I could really see their facial expressions. Darlene, they wanted nothing to do with it because it was so brutal. And
so hold on, what'd he say?
Yeah, whatever. But once Corey started really going in, I could really see their facial expressions. Darlene, they wanted nothing to do with it because it was so brutal.
So I think his wife was there. I'm pretty sure his wife was there. I don't know if his daughter was there though. This is what I'm gonna say though. Like, as the woman to a man that's to some degree famous or whatever and well known, you know that yourself. Now your kids is completely different. They didn't even ask to be in this life. I understand that. But as the wife, you signing up to be with that type of man. So whatever backlash he faces, whatever people talk crazy about him, you know that. Especially if you're on video with him, you're this and that, or she probably not even in no videos like that with him. But she's been around enough and long enough to where people know who she is and have seen her, this, that, and the third. You know that you signing up for this, just how Anton and everybody else that's a celebrity or to some degree got some type of clout. No, like I know myself, bro. If y'all was to see my mama, see my sister or whatever, that could open, my family, that could open up to like them being talked about. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? They may not know how to take that. You know what I'm saying? This is family. This ain't like my wife though. You know what I'm saying? Someone who chooses to be with me. This is actual family though. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's different. That's a little bit different. But I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, her as the wife, she probably understands that as well. Like, whatever anything you say, like, cause whenever I first started this shit, bro, I used to let comments and shit like that get to me. I don't let that shit affect me no more though. I would reply to comments that I didn't like and, oh, you don't even know me for real, and nigga, you don't get on here and prove yourself to nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not what I'm gonna do. Straight up.
He called the daughter Kumo deal, whatever. But once Corey started really going in, I could really see their facial expressions. Darlene, they wanted nothing to do with it because it was so brutal. And, like I said, as content creators, it's certain things that we just are going to have to really calm down on and be very humanistic.
That is true, though. That is true. Anton did get to talking crazy after the fact, though. Talking about, oh, I beat his ass. But he got up and offered the fade, though. Corey was acting like he was trying to take it like that. Corey did get up and offer the fade, though. You know what I'm saying? Seeing that he wasn't getting up to go outside in that backyard, he got up out of there. You know what I'm saying? He did have security with him, though, so who knows? Who knows?
Especially when you got people in your life that you love. Especially when you go around saying that you're in.
What the fuck does it have to be? You youngins don't know the difference between ass kissing and dick sucking. Nigga, what's the difference, nigga? There's no difference. That's equal energy, bro. That's equal energy, bro. What the fuck? That is equal energy.
Anton Daniels.
So it's more gay, more rainbow to say that you're dick sucking instead of ass kissing. That's equal. That's equal, bro. He could be saying you kissing white male ass. Is that not worse than sucking black dog, my nigga? I mean, dog is pretty crazy, but if you kiss an ass, a man ass, like, what the fuck that have to do with me being a youngin? Like, what the fuck?
People in your life that you love, especially when you go around saying that you're Anton Daniels and you're married and you show your wife, you brag on your daughter, you do this, you're very public with your family, and then thinking that somebody else is not going to go there when somebody might go there.
Anton went on a campaign to ruin that man. What's funny is your take. Anton looks down on you niggas. don't give a fuck what Anton, nigga. I look down on that nigga. Okay, nigga, you speaking for another man, nigga. What is you talking about,
Because
boy?
the fact is, when people dislike you anyway, when people think that what you're doing is raccooning it up, that you're an evil, you're a necessary evil. I'm not saying that he's a necessary evil, but some people may feel like that. Then you're somebody that just need to be dealt with. Who cares about you? And I'm telling you, a lot of people feel like once you associate with somebody like Anton Daniels, F everybody that deal with him. That's a real gangster ass way of looking at it, but that's how a lot of people feel. You deal with Anton, anybody dealing with him, they suckers. Period. Don't matter who it is. It's scorched earth. So this is an unfortunate thing. Again, my heart goes out to both of these brothers. I'm a big fan of Corey Holcomb. You know, me and Anton Daniels' ideological framework are not at the same place right now.
So dick sucking means you're actually sucking dick? Like what?
I've talked to his wife. She's a very nice lady, very beautiful lady. I'm very proud of his daughter. I would never want somebody to talk about my family like this, but unfortunately, I gotta be honest. He took it too far. After what happened, I get it, but you know, like I said, for a first few days afterwards, okay. But again, and Corey went too far. They're both going too far, and it's not a good look for either of them. And innocent people get hurt on either side. And I got love for both of these guys. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of Let's Let.
Hey, I see niggas is riding hard for Corey on this situation. I see niggas is riding hella hard. Hey, I'm neutral in this shit. I ain't on no side. I feel like like I said, I feel like Anton walked away as the bigger man, though. I feel like that's a fair exchange of words, bro. That I don't feel is worth crashing out over. You know. You know, as far as whenever it comes to throwing the hands in that situation, bro, I feel like that was too much. You know. Nigga said I'm going hard for Anton. I guess, bro. I guess. Y'all can call it what you want. I'm calling it how I call it, nigga. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga talk about he looked down on me, nigga. I look down on him, nigga. I look down on this whole situation, bro. I feel like the whole situation was goofy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not saying I have the same viewpoints as Anton by any means, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got a mind of my own, nigga. I don't get on this internet and do nothing but think for myself in situations, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation right here, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you want to hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself. Because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at y'all on the next one, and I'm gone. TYP tonight.